Hello everyone, ex-Walk Hill Bethelite here, and decided to go for a walk because out here in Texas, if you've never been to Texas, let me just warn you that they have trees here that grow, and there are a lot of them, and they give off a pollen, and if you're allergic, you're not going to be able to breathe. I'm telling you, I know people that live in Texas their whole life and they have to take allergy medicine. So if you're coming from another state here, just be advised that you're going to be up all night like I was, not able to breathe and can't get comfortable and can't sleep. So I've got to get the allergy medicine, and since I'm awake, I might as well go for a walk and walk off some of this COVID fat here. Let's just walk off the COVID fat, right? And let me make sure I don't get too lost up in here. If I do, I'm gonna shoot off a flare and y'all gonna have to come find me, come get me here. So, Jehovah's Witnesses like to bash other religions in regards to their belief in heaven. I like to pull the phone aside. I ain't trying to film everybody that's trying to just go for a walk. They like to bash people for their belief in heaven, right? Because they go to people's doors and the people will say, well, hey, I'm going to heaven. And then what they'll do is try to essentially make fun of them not knowing much else other than, hey, I'm saved, I'm going to heaven. That was the whole big Jehovah's Witness joke about people from other religions, right? They don't know nothing about anything other than they're going to heaven. They're saved, they're going to heaven, that's all they know. Jehovah's Witnesses are the exact same way with regards to Bethel, which is their heaven. Jehovah's Witnesses' heaven on earth is Bethel. Right? Anybody that's a former Jehovah's Witness knows Bethel was our heaven on earth. It was a paradise. Supposedly, right? That's how it was sold to the public, as a paradise. And guess what? Jehovah's Witnesses don't know nothing about it. They don't know nothing about this heaven on earth. All they know, just like all the people that they was making fun of, or we would talk about while we were in the car groups, just like all of them, all they know is they gonna send their kids there and their kids gonna be in heaven. That's all they know. They don't know nothing else. All they know is they Jehovah Witness. They send their kids to Bethel. They kids in heaven. That's all they know. They just as bad. They just as bad. The only reason why so many of them know what little they do know of Scripture is to sell watchtowers, essentially. You gotta know something to be able to go door to door and distribute magazines, right? The only reason you know what you know is because your job is to sell religious magazines. But other than that, Jehovah's Witnesses are extremely ignorant in regards to Bethel. It's heaven. That's all they need to know. It's heaven. It's heaven. I remember going to a door, and this woman came to the door, and we're asking her if she's a Bible reader and starting conversation. And I remember her saying, well, hey, I don't know a whole lot, but I know I'm saved and I know I'm going to heaven. And I remember we got back to the car and people were laughing, and we were telling that story like this lady just didn't know nothing. Like, how dare her not know anything, right? How does she only know she's saved, she going to heaven, and she just happy with it? She's satisfied with it. Morning. And this is a side note. One thing I like about Texas, or specifically San Antonio, because I'm sure this ain't the case in Houston and everywhere else. There ain't as many black people. Now you can debate me all day and night, whether there's a whole lot of us in San Antonio. But I got proof. Oh, this is nice. When I run across somebody at the grocery store, hold on, this is nice. When I run across somebody at the grocery store or something like that, oh my God, it's a worm. I'm going home now. I'm going home. I don't know what the heck this is, but get off my shirt. No. No, 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 no. Got bugs on me. All right, back to what we were talking about. But yeah, I just ran into a black guy and we're super friendly with each other. Hey, brother this and hey, brother that, right? Because you're so happy to see one. I was a little worried about getting lost, and we just had us a nice conversation. And you know, he's telling me how to traverse without getting lost. You don't have that other places where you see another black person and y'all friendly because you just don't see enough of them. I was driving to do my state inspection and a black guy pulled out the gas station while I was on the road and darn near hit me. And I was so happy to see another black person, I didn't even mind. I'm like, you know, let me just move on over and let you on the road. But yeah, there's other people that don't feel that way. But I mean, hey, when I run into black people, other black people like myself, we extra friendly. We extra friendly. We ain't seen nobody that look like us in a little while. It's just my experience, and it's been my experience today. I didn't want to film the conversation I just had with the other gentleman, but I walk past people at this park all day saying good morning, and some of them don't say jack. And then I walk past a black person, and we have a full-blown conversation. Come on now. And it's brother this and brother that, and we both calling each other brother. Like, it's gonna be okay, brother. It's gonna be all right. We'll see another one of us in a little while here. But let's get back to what we was talking about before I got attacked by a daggum freaking tapeworm and all that other adventurous stuff happened. Gosh darn it. But basically making fun of people for not having an in-depth knowledge. Morning. Of their view of heaven. Right? We got back to the car and other people were laughing at this lady. Like, yeah, y'all just think y'all going to heaven, but y'all don't know nothing about it. Well, hey, that's Jehovah's Witnesses with regards to Bethel. Y'all think it's heaven, but y'all don't know nothing about it. You mean to tell me every Jehovah's Witness wants their kid to go to heaven, just about? Like 90% of them probably, and they don't know nothing about this vow of poverty? Watchtower's been printing magazine and making video for umpteenth billion years, and ain't none of it had no information about the vow of poverty, right? You mean that's an accident? You mean to tell me that it's an accident that the way this works is first they build up Bethel to be this paradisaic place, you know what I mean? The Jehovah Witness paradise, the Jehovah Witness heaven that don't know none of them know nothing about. And then the parents end up taking their kids all the way to Bethel, or the kid drives all the way down there themselves, or flies all the way down there themselves. You know full well that that's a one-way trip. When you get that plane ticket, that's a one-way ticket that you bought. Why? Because you don't know nothing about it, right? It's the perfect sales pitch. A salesman is going to want to get the product in your hand first, before they tell you the truth about it. Before you know too much about it, they want the product in your hand. Bethel gets young people there. We're going to give them their acceptance letter. The acceptance letter ain't going to have nothing about this vow of poverty. We're going to get them here first. So I got my Bethel acceptance letter, read that bad boy from top to bottom. It didn't have nothing about the details of this vow of poverty. I got to Bethel. I drove 10 hours. Bethel knows full well you planning on, that's a one-way trip. You ain't planning on turning around, driving another 10 hours back. Then you get there. Then Bethel waits even longer. They're going to wait till your parents are gone, right? If somebody's young, 19, early 20s, something like that, before they sign some vow of poverty, you think, you know, a Christian organization would be kind enough to allow their parents to sit there and read over the material, right? Because how many people 20, 21 years old know how to read legal document before they sign something, right? So Bethel, you know, just so happens, the quotations, to allow people to get to Bethel first, wait until their parents left. You in your room and everything. They wait until your parents are gone. And then at one of the many meetings that you have to have, they whip out this vow of poverty. Right? Now I'm adventurous, and I'd like to go this way because it just looks cool. It looks like if I go this way, I'm gonna come across a big gingerbread house with a witch in there. Yeah, I want to go this way, but he said if I got to keep right or I'm gonna get super lost, and I ain't gonna make it back home before I got to be at work. So we got to be safe this time. But next time we're gonna find the Hansel and Gretel and gingerbread house and all that. So what ends up happening is you're in a room. All the parents, there ain't nobody there but people from Bethel and all the kids that they done got to come to Bethel. And then that's when they whip out the paperwork about the vow of poverty. And in the same meeting, if I remember correctly, that's where they also tell you if you die, they have the rights to your remains. They can send them back or not send them back to your family. Right? That's when they break the news to you, and that's the perfect sales pitch. Right? In sales, I've worked sales before. Morning. I've worked sales before. And in sales, you want the product. I'm telling you, you want the person basically using the product before they know too much about it. And that's what happens, is they get everybody there first. And then at the meeting, that's when they whip out this whole document about, you know, if you die, we get to keep your remains, or you don't have the rights to your remains. And this vow of poverty document. And even after people sign it, they still don't know the details about it. If you do make any money, you got to report this to Bethel. And I think it has more to do than for tax purposes. But yeah, so here's all that stuff. And no, I'm not going that way. I have a feeling I know where I'm at. So let me go here. I have a feeling I know where I'm at. So yeah, basic point is Watchtower purposefully does not give out information about Bethel until the person is there. Now, if Bethel was paradise, man, they would release all the information from the start. If it's paradise, like y'all say it is, then there ain't nothing to hide, right? This document, this vow of poverty, should be on jw.org. Somebody let me know if it's there, so I can read it, and we can find out what it is. This vow of poverty document, every legal aspect of it should be broken down for these parents and for these kids. It should be readily available on jw.org. So you guys let me know if it is. If it's not, you mean to tell me this is an accident? They just mistakenly forgot to release this information about Bethel? How does the vacations work? Yeah, you got to take vacation if you want to not come into work, right? This ain't complete. This ain't everybody. This is voluntary. It's voluntary. No, if it's voluntary, you ain't. If you're volunteering, you ain't got to put in vacation time to be off work. So yeah, you guys let me know what you think. I know where I'm at now. So there's this spot with the view. And if there ain't already a bunch of people over there, I'm about to check this out. But yeah, there's a nice spot with the view here. But yeah, the legal documents, all those should be on the website. Morning. Especially the document about, if a person dies, their corpse and whatnot. Because come on now, they're 20, 21-year-olds. We're not thinking anybody's about to die. When they say that, this doesn't spark an alarm in our heads. Oh my gosh, where our remains are gonna, where may not get sent to our families. No, but dying is the last thing on anybody's mind. So this jumps right over these 20 and 21-year-old heads. And they get to present this stuff without the parents present, without any adults, any other adults present. Like 20, 21, yeah, you're pretty much an adult, but not to the point of understanding legal paperwork and wanting to read over this stuff before somebody signs something. Right? You don't know that much. You're not that experienced in life yet. So yeah, we're going to check this thing out here. It's got a nice view here. Now this part of it is cool. Check this out. If I drop this phone, it's you guys' fault. You did it. You smacked it out of my hand. Look at this. So here's where I'm standing at. Here's this, and it goes over into an overlook here. So yeah, I'm about to head back. And look at where this tree done fell over here. I'm about to head back here. And just the main point of it is, yeah, Jehovah's Witnesses thinking Bethel is their heaven, their paradise, and they don't know a thing about it. That's Southwest. I used to work at the airport, and we used to fuel those. That's Southwest Airlines. But comment down below, let me know what you think. X Walk Hill Bethelite signing out.